Hey everyone, it's me, Deb. I'm doing much better today. This video is kind of to give you guys a little bit of an update and a story about my experience, and as well as Donna kind of challenged me to wear my oxygen on a video, so here I am. Somebody else said it was a new fashion accessory, but I don't think so. Hopefully I will be off of it tomorrow. I go and see my PCP tomorrow evening, so I hope I don't need it anymore. I don't feel like I do. There's times when I go down to the basement or something where the oxygen doesn't reach and I feel fine, and of course when I'm in the shower I'm fine and stuff like that. So anyway, that's that. I hope you're happy, Donna, brat. And something else I thought was pretty funny. For those of you that have watched my videos for a long time, you guys know about the whole thing with the pork rinds. Pork rinds. Well, guess what? They're on bariatriceating.com. Pork rinds, guys. The pork rinds that I was harassed for, ridiculed for, insulted for, bullied for, yeah. They are on bariatriceating.com. So, that's all I gotta say about that. Okay, so, morning of surgery, I went into the hospital, and I was pretty nervous and shaking, and my mom had got there a little bit late, because they told us to be in there at 8:30, but surgery wasn't until 10. And my mom was coming from Elizabeth, which is outside of Parker, and for those of you that don't know, it's almost an hour away from Denver. So she was coming from home, and she got there like at 9 something, I guess, but they called me back right at 8:30 when I got there. So I didn't even get a chance to see my mom, so I was already freaking out about that. Then they get me back there and they have me change, and mind you, I was on my period. That freaking sucked. And I had to tell them, you know, I'm on my period, can I leave my panties on? I have a pad down there, and they said, okay, you know, we'll deal with it later. Well, okay. So I left them on. And then it was time for my IV. Sorry, I'm getting all kinds of emails coming up. And it was time for my IV, and they stuck me here, first of all, which you can see this big old bruise. And didn't work. They couldn't get anything, and it freaking hurt so bad. That lady was trying for like 5 minutes. I was like, just please stop. But you're not gonna, if you haven't got it by now, you're not gonna get it. So she called somebody else in there, and she got me right here. Oops, right here, which I don't think you guys can see, but right here. Oh my god, look at my wrist. I have a wrist. Huh. Anyway, she got me right there, and she couldn't get the vein, and she kept hitting a nerve, and it caused so much freaking pain. I was crying my eyes out. I could not stand the pain. It hurt so bad. And mind you, I'm not afraid of needles. I go and get my blood drawn at least once a month, and it used to be twice a week, and then from there it was every 2 weeks. So I'm not fearful of needles. Needles do not bother me. I'm not sensitive to them. I do freaking Lovenox shots, for God's sakes. So I wasn't overreacting. This lady freaking hurt me. She didn't know. I'm not going to say she didn't know what she was doing. She just could not find my vein. And she kept hitting the nerve that was there, and it hurt so bad. And I wanted to back out so bad. I was like, oh my God, this is a sign. I got to go. Get me out of here, you know. And mind you, yes, it's a center of excellence. Yes, my surgeon has done this hundreds and hundreds of times, and actually thousands, I think. But that doesn't mean that the hospital staff has done it this many times, or dealt with that many bariatric patients, or that particular nurse, or whatever. So I just got all freaked out, and I wanted to back out. And so anyways, they finally got me right here, and that one was like a piece of cake. But before I gotta say stop, I just let me go home, because I didn't even get to see my mom. The anesthesiologist was there, and he put something in there, and I don't remember anything else after that. So I'm glad they did that when they did that, because I was freaked out. And sorry, I hear people yelling. I think my husband's calling me or something, but whatever. So anyways, let me try to make this a little bit faster so I don't have to edit it. So anyways, that happened, and that was all over with. And then I wake up, and I didn't even know that the surgery was done yet. I thought, you know, they just gave me something to relax me. I fell asleep, and I'm still waiting. So I wake up after recovery, and my mom's like, "Gosh, Deb, you took longer in recovery than you did in surgery." And I was like, huh? I didn't even know I had the freaking surgery yet. And so I wasn't in any pain or anything. I was very uncomfortable. I had a lot of pain in my back because of the way, I think it's the way the beds are. But my stomach did not hurt. It didn't feel like I just got out of surgery. And I just couldn't believe it. And I looked down and I didn't see nothing. I just see my gown on. And so I was like, I gotta go to the bathroom. And so they helped me up. They could take me to the bathroom. You know, my husband follows me to the bathroom. And I see my incisions. I was like, oh, it did happen. But then, as I'm lifting up my gown, I realized I didn't have any underwear on. And I was like, what the frick? You know, I went in with underwear. Where the hell are my underwear? So, I guess they just left the pad in between my legs or whatever. But later I found my underwear. So that was pretty funny. And then the next day, I mean, that first day was, you know, peachy. It was fine. I was like, wow, that's it. Then the next day came along, and the freaking air conditioner went out. It was like 90 degrees in my room, and that is no exaggeration. I had a fan, but as soon as I got out of the general direction that the fan was blowing, I was dying. I couldn't breathe. I was like, oh my God, it's so hot in here, you know, get me out of here, and this and that. And shifts had changed, and I had a male and a female nurse, which I loved the male nurse that I had the night before. He was so good to me. But the second day, the new nursing staff were frickin' jerks. They were like, well, what do you want us to do about it? You know, about the heat and stuff. There's nothing we can do. You already have a fan. And I would have to call them when I had to go to the bathroom. And I'd have to go to the bathroom a lot, mind you, because they were pumping IVs at me at 150. And so I had to go to the bathroom a lot. And I needed them to come and unhook me and hook me back up and all this other stuff. And every time I did, I got a freaking attitude. So I called my husband bawling. And I was like, come and get me right now. I don't want to stay here anymore. And I was freaking out. I didn't want to stay with those people anymore. And they kept talking shit to me. They were like, well, if you can't get up yourself or do this yourself, what makes you think that you're going to go home or you're going to be able to do it at home? I was like, well, I have a family at home that will take care of me a lot better than you're doing. And so, yeah, they were assholes in the morning. And then I was so happy to see CJ, which is my surgeon's assistant. And she's like, do you think you're really ready to go home? I was like, yes, get me out of here. And then she explained the whole oxygen thing. I was like, I don't care. If I have to be on oxygen, fine, just let me go home. So they let me go home, and that's my story. I'm going back to work tomorrow. I'm not tired like a lot of people say that they're tired. The soreness is almost very minimal. I mean, I still can't bend forward like I usually do in my videos. That's why I look so funny, because I'm like kind of far back. I'm not really tired, and I don't know if it's because the CPAP or because I'm on a CPAP or because I'm using oxygen with the CPAP or whatever, but I don't feel like I need a nap. I haven't napped except for the first day I came home, and I feel great. I'm ready to get back to business. So other than, you know, a little soreness here and there, I'm good to go, and I feel like I didn't even have surgery. So, but the worst part about it is, you know, less than 4 weeks from now, I gotta go into surgery again to get that stupid filter removed. And I heard that it was worse getting removed than it is to get it in because of this built up scar tissue. So that's gonna suck. But hopefully after that, I'm gonna be done with that stuff. So anyway, that's my video, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it, and I hope you guys are having a good day. Happy Labor Day. Bye.